All right, happy Hump Day, everybody. I'm reading this article from Collider. It's a long one. I might reread most of it, but it's about Scream 7. Release window, cast, plot, and everything we know about Ghostface's next hunt. The prank caller just won't quit. So, fewer horror franchises, let alone the franchises in general, can claim to have the luxurious track record that the Scream films have. The fact that it's even more impressive, given that the original movie from 1996 was intended as a satire of the slasher subgenre, is satirizing traditional tropes in slashers. Legendary horror filmmaker Wes Craven crafted a film that successfully mocked glitches while also being a legitimate great horror film, which it's an awesome horror film. It's one of my all-time favorites, along with Friday the 13th. I know I keep bringing it up, but who cares? That trend continues in the sequels, which is the place where even the most self-aware horror franchises tend to stumble. Scream 2 repeatedly references cash grab sequels. Scream 3 tackles the dangers of franchising, and Scream 4 asks if long-running franchises can endure over time. The only real misstep the franchise has ever faced is Scream, the TV series, but we'll pretend that never happened. Which I watched I think the first episode of season 1. I didn't like it. I think it was not a good show. Um, Fans of the long-running series were apprehensive when a fifth Scream film was announced, mainly because Wes Craven had unfortunately passed on by that point. Those fears proved unwarranted as the Scream prequel of 2022 breathed new life into the series, while also honoring its cultural significance. Scream 6 also faced some flack when it was announced that franchise star Neve Campbell would not be reprising protagonist Sidney Prescott following a pay dispute with the studio. Campbell's absence was a shame, but Scream 6 was still a remarkable sixth installment that slayed at the box office. It was good. I mean, it was, even though Neve Campbell was not in the film, it still was a good film by any means. And, we get to see Gail again. I thought her role was going to be bigger, but it wasn't. But, well, further to do. I mean, it was still a good film. I mean, I loved Kirby Reed, even though I didn't like how they introduced her in Scream 6. It was kind of silly, but that's what it is with some of these films. But I can overlook that, and now that franchise is set to return again with Scream 7, with a new filmmaker at the helm to learn more about the next Ghostface killing spree and its cast, director, plot, and more. Here is everything we know about Scream 7. When is Scream 7 coming out? Scream 7 was potentially expected to release sometime in 2024, continuing the annual release schedule set up by Scream 2022 and Scream 6. A 2024 release is still possible, but the production is off to a bit of a delayed start. Not only was there an unexpected departure of Ray Sanz as the directors, but filming likely won't be able to start until the ongoing strikes are officially resolved. Hopefully they get resolved soon. I heard rumors about January, but who knows. Uh, Odds are Ghostface will want to play their usual horror movie trivia games on the big screen, especially given the most unpredictable box office success of Scream 6. The sixth installment miraculously became the highest grossing film in the entire franchise of $108 million, becoming the first and only entry to surpass the box office record of $103 million that the original film holds. Given how financially successful the latest film was, it seems most unlikely that Paramount would not release 7 in theaters. I think the reason why Scream 6 did made more money than Scream 1, I would probably think, maybe it might have something to do with it being set in New York. Could possibly be maybe Jenna Ortega, maybe, because I know she's becoming a big star. Speaking of Paramount, a streaming release after the particular guaranteed theatrical run is more than portable. Scream 7 will almost definitely join the other 6 entries on Paramount Plus eventually. There is no trailer for Scream 7. I'm not going to read that. Who stars in Scream 7? Scream is also one of those rare horror franchises where its protagonists are just as prevalent as the regular mass killers. Many of them are expected to return for Scream 7, starting with the In Heights star Melissa Barrera as the new main final girl, Sam Carpenter, the daughter of original Ghostface killer Billy Loomis. Skeet Ulrich. Also expected to return is Wednesday's breakout Jenna Ortega as Sam's half-sister, Tara Carpenter. Thankfully, the lovable Meeks Martin twins narrowly survived being stabbed in Scream 6, so we'll hopefully see Yellow Jackets' Jasmine Savoy Brown and Mason Gooding return. The new generation of Scream films also loves playing with the idea of legacy characters, some of which might also come back. First is star Courtney Cox as the reporter Gail Weathers, who has had a key role in every Scream film since the original. Scream 6 also reintroduced Heroes star Hayden Panettiere as Kirby, a fan favorite victim from Scream 4 who went from high school student to productive Ghostface hunter. Skeet Ulrich also reprised his role as Billy Loomis via hallucinations from Sam, and we could also see him return. Then there's Roger Jackson's likely return, who has provided the iconic voice of Ghostface since 1996. So there are also 2 other individuals whose returns are a bit more of a stretch, but still very profitable. The big omission from Scream 6 was Neve Campbell as series protagonist Sidney Prescott. Though Gail says that Sidney deserves a happy ending, the real reason Campbell didn't appear in the film was because of a pay dispute with Paramount. Hopefully that gets resolved before the new film and fans can reunite with the iconic final girl. Secondly, the character fans have wanted to see return is Matthew Lillard as Stu Macher, Billy Loomis' strange accomplice from the first film. Though his death seemed inevitable in the 1996 original, a dialogue exchange between Kirby and Mindy in Scream 6 implies that Stu may not be as dead as previously thought. My opinion is, hopefully, we got our director. I think it's Christopher Landon. I think that's his first name. I know it's Landon, but he's already been signed in to direct Scream 7. As soon as he strikes over, I am pretty sure they're going to get things rolling, get casting started, then going to pre-production, pre-production, and all this other stuff they have to do. And I'm guessing, along with some other YouTubers, it's probably come out maybe late 2024, early 2025. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what Christopher Landon does with this film. I cannot wait to see it. I love what Radio Silence did with their 2 that they did. I think that was great. I love 6 more than 5, but I hope they keep the trend going. I would love to see Neve Campbell come back. I actually would love to see her be the starring role of the film, and then bring back Matthew Lillard. If they're going to do Matthew Lillard, bring back Stu if Stu's alive, which I strongly believe that he is. Do not put him in the credits. Let it be a big secret, like what you did with Friday the 13th with Mrs. Voorhees in the original film. You already don't show her pretty much until the end. So do something like that. That'd be awesome. I mean, that would really get people out of their minds, out of their seats, and the look on people's faces would be like, whoa, man, this is something else, But other than that, that is it for the video. Take care and always be safe. And wherever you are, if it's hot, stay cool. That's it. Bye.